Welcome back to Bros and Badges. Today we're giving you guys a quick checklist on ways to prepare and get ready and to one-up your opponents in Pokemon Champions, which releases on April 8th, fast approaching, so we want to dive into this. For anyone who doesn't understand VGC, this is a quick checklist on ways you can prepare so that you can throttle your opponents. Number one, you need to start building your team in Pokemon Home. You can do this before Pokemon Champions ever releases. Start building that team because that's what's going to get you wins, and it's going to get you those victory points. So you should probably upgrade to premium subscription on Pokemon Home if you don't have it yet, or at least download Pokemon Home if you don't have it yet. You start off with an abysmal 30 Pokemon that you can have in your box on the free version, whereas you get 6,000 plus when you upgrade for $2.99 a month, which is $15.99 a year. Not great, but it's not that terrible. You also get Pokemon Bank, which allows you to transfer Pokemon from the 3DS. So if you got a 3DS and you've got some favorites on there, you're going to want to upgrade so that you can get them on Pokemon Home and eventually into Pokemon Champions. But yeah, that's number one. Start building your team. Pokemon Home is the way to do it.
And number two, now that we have our Pokemon Home subscription figured out, let's use this time to go and get our favorite Pokemon. I'm talking go back to Scarlet and Violet, go to Legends EA. And really all we're focusing on is getting the Pokemon that we like and making sure that they have good enough moves that we want them to have in Pokemon Champions. IVs are no longer really in play, and EVs are so customizable at this point, along with moves and even natures now. And then once you have them and transfer them into Pokemon Champions, you can build them into the perfect Pokemon there. So no worries in that category.
Also, if you're not sure which Pokemon to catch or to transfer to Pokemon Home, Cerebi.com currently has a list of the Pokemon that will be available in Champions at launch. This is probably not the fullest, but either way, you might not want to waste a bunch of time catching or transferring Pokemon that you're not even going to use in Pokemon Champions. So yeah, we're going to leave that link in the description down below. Check it out. All right, number three, while you're catching those Mons, make sure to diversify your team. You might not know this if you're not super well versed in the VGC, but basically you want to have a good strong Mega Pokemon since Mega Evolutions are coming to Pokemon Champions first. We know that other things like Z moves potentially might come later. Terrestrialization is actually the next one on the docket that I think they will release. But again, you're going to want a good range of Pokemon. You're going to want a good heavy hitter in your Mega Evolution because you can Mega Evolve once in a battle. So you're going to want a strong Mega Pokemon, and you're also going to want a good setter, a good supporter, and another good heavy hitter that is maybe not a Mega Pokemon. Examples of good setters are Pokemon like Incineroar. You want someone who knows Fake Out or Intimidate, stuff that boosts your team. Also, never forget how important Tailwind and things like Trick Room are. That really depends on what your team is, what you're trying to build up. If you're trying to boost water moves with like Rain Dance, etc., got to look into that. It really varies based on your team. But yeah, you want a good range of Pokemon. Stick to Mega, Supporter, Setter, and then an additional heavy hitter if you have it. Because realistically, once you get into the competitive scene, it's going to be you have 6 Pokemon, and it probably gets narrowed down to 4 depending on what the competition is. We are going to be making videos in the future that break down these roles a little better, such as the Setter, Supporter, the Mega Evolution, other heavy hitters that you can get, and what makes them good. But this is really just a quick checklist of things you can do. There's other places you can research to see what the best competitive Pokemon are. But yeah, this is a good checklist to follow.
And number 4, if everything Zach just said sounded like mumbo jumbo to you, the good thing is VGC's been out for a while, and I would highly recommend if you are new to this, go and do your research. You don't need to know about a setter. You don't need to know about these things. Don't worry. This game will make sure you're able to ease yourself into this. But for now, it is great to look at what Pokemon are viable. Look at team builds that already exist out there. Remember, people do this. It's not all just up to your creativity. So if you're someone like me who can't really make a good, viable, competitive team, there are plenty of builds out there if you look online. So make sure to do your research, maybe find a team build that speaks to you, looks interesting to you, and more importantly, looks like something that you would have fun playing. Because it's out there. You just gotta find it.
That's gonna lead us right into number 5. Go check out Pokemon Showdown. Seriously, have you been sleeping on this game? It's okay, I was for quite a while too. But Pokemon Showdown is the perfect place to build teams and test them out against opponents online. And the best part is, it's completely free. Yeah, you heard that. No microtransactions like you're probably gonna see in Pokemon Champions. There's a chance you'll even like Pokemon Showdown so much, you decide you don't want to play Pokemon Champions at all. But don't tell Pokemon or the Nintendo company we said that. Seriously, those Nintendo ninjasks will come after us.
And with that being said, everyone, those are our 5 tips to get you started on Pokemon Champions. Of course, we're going to be covering this game pretty extensively, so please be sure to follow if you haven't already. We're going to make videos following up on pretty much all these points, so if you have something that you want to know about this game, or if you want to learn more about this game, make sure to lock in, subscribe, stick with us, because we are going to be on this journey once this game comes out. Zach and I are going to dive headfirst into competitive Pokemon, which is, I think, a little bit new for both of us, but we are excited, and we hope that with these 5 steps, you guys could join us. So
let's become the very best like no one ever was.